So I'm live, I think. Can you hear me? If you made it? Oh, hey. Can you hear me? Oh, great. It's military time. Great. Okay. Yeah. So Strayer's a piece of shit. So I finished my A plus, of course. Duh. And like I submitted. Damn it! Let me see. Is it still that echo? Because I've used the same settings before and it's been okay. Well, let me do some more digging. Um, so no, it's definitely not using. Could be on one. Okay. All right, but so like Strayer's piece of shit completed the A plus, submitted basically my candidate ID to verify that I completed it. The registrar or whoever else like takes care of confirming that said courses are corresponding to a completed certification or like a tested out course or a cupped out course has not like responded back to me. And even then, when I did the 901, that actually corresponds with the course that I have to take. That's essentially like like a core class, but it still counts as a credits that I have not earned, and of course that I have not completed. So I was like, basically, fuck it. I haven't been doing my schoolwork straight at all because it's not even worth it at this point. My certs hold more value than some English class or humanities class that I already did at my community college, which actually was supposed to count as a completed humanities course, but it doesn't. So wasted money. Um, and plus I've got a few offers mainly for like contract work, maybe one day, 2 day, or a week projects. Um, I had like a phone interview with the Social Security Administration, I guess, in their help desk, like call center area, and that's on Baltimore. I don't mind the drive, but hey, it's entry level. Um, and 26th and 27th of this month, I'll be doing. Yeah, they fuck me. Basically. And the 26th and 27th of this month, I'll be working with Robert Half and in Lowe's, basically sitting maintaining their point of sale systems and more than likely their thermal printers for their receipts and that kind of thing, making sure everything's correct in the proper place because it's a seasonal like thing for their like with their plant center. So once they get the plant center like up and running, then they need that stuff to be running as well, like to do point of sale stuff. Yeah, so that's that, and I am supposed to start training for like mobile device deployment that same week. So, but thankfully, I had my the Tuesday. Was it? No, it's my Wednesday and Thursday off, which actually happens to be the day where I'm doing that 2 week project with Lowe's. So yeah, once I get my Net Plus, of course, I may get more offers, but I'm not gonna stop there. Of course, I'm gonna get my MCSA to better understand Active Directory and all that shit that goes with it. So yeah, fuck straight. Don't go to Strayer. Don't ever go. It's not even worth it. And it's sad that a lot of my classmates um they don't know about this stuff, about certifications, and they hold pretty much more value. And I wouldn't say it's complete a degree from them, but in a way it does. Yeah, Strayer, it's trash. Don't even do it. Um, yeah. So like, let me see where I'm going with this. Oh yeah, even from my prospective major, which is in information system security. Yeah, a degree from them. I would say they don't so with straight the info security system security major that I wanted to complete. They don't have any CCNA stuff or a CCNA netcad stuff associated with it at all. Even with their networking degree, which was kind of odd because my old community college had it. Like from CCNA like part 1 to part 4, and even they did a CCNA security course. They have one. It's an elective course, but it still fulfills a requirement that you kind of need, to into the workforce. But of course, I want the CCNA more than I want the CCNT, but I still want to finish that point up, finish that to a point, and then like move forward once I feel more comfortable with the Cisco's CLI, which I'm not even ready yet. So once I get used to yeah, because if your degree kind of like coincides with the certification, you can't actually get your cert from completing a class. And I would see someone, doing that if they were going to school full time or, like part time, but they didn't have the time like to do self study. So if they want to like, take the test after a class, yeah, that's totally fine. But yeah, fuck straight. It's not even worth it. It's not. Because mind you, a course I'm a strayer, all their courses equal 4.5 credits. That's equivalent maybe to a regular college, which is basically like 3 credits or like 4 credits. Now, 4.5 credits, any class, it automatically costs like $1,500. Yeah, so I wasted money this semester, and people are wasting money on the same things that I'm doing right now on my own. Pretty much only put forth for A plus was the money for the voucher, the first part, which is $106 that I got through Strayer through their study discount. So I'm studying stuff for A plus, the whole thing. Even yes, my yes, it is expensive. So like um so yeah. I moved from my old community college, to Strayer, cause thinking that it was going to be a better experience for me, professional wise, like it goes more in depth. It does not. It does not, cause me entering the CompTIA Discord server, yeah, CCNA Medicad, you would expect your school to have it, but mine doesn't. And if you want to enter the workforce, because I want to eventually, like in 3 years, I want to be a network admin. And CCNA Medicad is nowhere to be found in Australia's curriculum. So yeah, I've been reading a lot of I'm on Reddit, Whereas people are saying that the curriculum with Strayer is nowhere near what you need to be ready for when you enter the workforce. And Strayer is more like was more geared to those that are already working adults. But I don't think it prepares them enough. And it's a bunch of garbage. So at least that I know. I've tried to tell other people the same that are in my same major. Like, don't even take the course. If you can study on your own and pass these, like the 2 parts for A+, do it. I'll just give you the book. I'm giving people books because it's. I don't believe in something like that where college will basically shove their whole fist up your ass to pay for a class and that doesn't teach you what you need, or like it'll same concept, but you can actually learn that stuff on your own if you put forth the effort. Well, I won't say effort, but if you're able to learn on your own to learn that stuff, then you can do it and bypass classes. Or even when I completed my like a pre-calc class at my old community college, straight had a hard time. They didn't want to recognize me completing that course because that wiped out Math 104, which is basically college algebra. Mind you, college algebra comparative to the pre-calc course that I took, pre-calc one course that I took, pre-calc one at the college also had us learning a bit of trigonometry, whereas the one at Strayer didn't. So they're like, it's not the same thing. I'm like, yeah, of course it's not the same thing because I learned more in that course than I did in the one that you have offered now. So like, no, we can't do that. I'm like, it's the same thing plus trig. I'm going back and forth with for the administrators and the registrar to get them to recognize it, and they finally did it. So yeah, fuck Strayer, fuck them. I should have known at that point. Them having like basically taking a shit. You got a 950 from the SAT. Okay, if that's your also do the ACT. That's what I also did. I didn't really do the SAT because I didn't think I was gonna go to college like a traditional one. I actually wanted to be in culinary arts, and I was like, no, I don't feel like cooking for people because if I'm going to cook something, I'm going to eat it. But I got a pretty high score in the ACT though. I didn't really care. It was like another test to take to me because down in Florida, like you're doing like the FCAT like every year, unless you do so well that you're like they basically the testing board says don't take it this year because you did too well. Now I'm looking to the ACT. I'm not sure if they ACT is still offered, but people view this SAT as a higher value than the ACT. But just take it anyway. I mean, your senior year was it next year or something? I don't know. But yeah, yep. But I will say that me having this time to myself and well, I think it's a way of looking at it um uh, cumulatively because of course like when you're into the workforce when you complete your A+, you already have a cert that basically says the basic hardware, yada yada yada, and you will have the net plus. So like basically, when you leave high school, you have a better chance of getting the jobs that you want because you have these certs. Whereas, you just pass the ACT or the ACT or not pass, but you get a high score in the ACT or SAT, you can either enter college if you want to, or like take some time off, or like use those scores to get you into the college that you want. But I wouldn't discount the degree, except from straight. Fuck them. but but if you want to get entry level experience, go ahead and do so. But maybe look into community college because I know, of course, like for a fact, they're gonna take your certs and apply it to a course and just basically wipe it out. Um, I saw someone say that like those were basically like cert meals. Like basically, the courses are all just to teach you how to pass certification tests. I mean, if that's something that you want to pursue, I mean, do so. If you, wow, I'm so sorry. but but don't discount a community college. If there's one in your area, of course, usually the credit hours, the cost per credit hour is going to be lower than at a WGU. But yeah, just weigh your options. Cause I was weighing me studying for the CCENT or CCNA on my own versus studying for it with a class at the community college, and then I have a goal of completing it. Then completing it by the end of this year into January 29th, 2020. But yeah, I have a starts to go through because by the end of this month, I expect myself to pass the Net Plus, and then going into July, and by the end of August of this year, pass the MCSA Server 2016, and then maybe take a break, and then use part of September, October, November to test for the Security Plus, and then use the rest of that year to go for the CCNT, or if I can do it, the CCNA. But definitely, I'm going to do those in two parts, not the whole test in one chunk. No, I'm not ready for that because I'd rather just do a chunking method. Do the CCNT, say that I got it, and then if I feel comfortable doing the ICND too, then just do that. But yeah, let's get this shit done. I'm old. I'm old time. I'll be sticking around. I dicked around too many times anyway. It's time to get the ball rolling and not rely on courses to teach me things. I can learn things on my own. I found that. I don't really have a social life. I don't really care anyway, because friends can't pay my bills. So all right. Okay. So like what like parts of 902 did you want to review? Like the whole thing? Because it has a limit of 100 questions like per test. Okay. Did you want to answer the practice question? Because usually these are the top questions are randomized. So if you want to go ahead and try the practice question, you can start with that one. Yeah, I know what you mean. Resume. Wait. Oh shit! That was old. An old thing. Let me see. Quit. Okay. So to access the command interface to run electrical shooting functions, the user must do which of the following: start up Windows in safe mode, open the pre-installed DOS application, restart Windows in DOS mode, type CMD in the run window. Oh, come on! I hate when this thing does that. I'm trying to view the chat at the same time looking at the come on. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay. I forget which this might be in part two. Well, then I know two. I'm sorry. Okay. Hmm, dashboard. Bug. All right. Practice. Cancel. So, save. Go. All right. Oh, I hate this one. 100. Okay. All right. Which of the following is not a setting option in Windows Update? Ugh, I hate this section the most. God. Oh, excuse me. Download the updates, but let me choose when to install them. Check for updates, but let me choose whether to download and install them. Never check for updates. Download updates, I choose. And install only downloaded updates. Yeah, so I've done the last uh um selection. I kind of had to do that on my tablet because like it's the like the Surface RT version of Windows 8, and usually when I updated it too much, of course since Windows 8 is pretty old now, it slows down. And I'll only do that if I have it like set to airplane mode. Like I'm not using it for any connections, or like I'm connecting I don't have to do that either because I have I have an SD card in there, and I'm gonna have an adapter to plug it to my computer and like transfer files that way. But if you're actively have your Wi-Fi like on like forever, don't do that one. Which of the following tools is a common hard drive maintenance procedure? Okay. Yep. If you want to perform a search for all files with a specific file extension, what do you use for the file name prefix for the extension? So these are yeah, those switches. What they're referring to. No, 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 no. Wildcards. On and when you pick an answer, just either just say A, B, C, or D. I know which one you mean. No, it's this one. Yeah. So I'll just flag it. Yeah. So the actress character acts as a wild card. So like um, let me see. Should I do a thing of my own? Let me see. Open up. 'Cause I don't want to have some suggestive files pop up in in command prompt when I do it. Um, hold on. Ah, I'm gonna let me see. Oh, okay. Let me see. It's gonna be crazy. Hold on. Oh, it's not that bad. All right, cool. Um, let's see here. Let me see. No, shit, wrong one. Let me see. Motherfucker. Whoops. Sorry. Let's see. Having a brain fart. Let me look at my notes because I try not to do it too often because this is my own computer. I don't like using command prompt with it. I like sometimes do it on my laptop where I don't really care about anything because I have a dummy drive that I use to basically just fuck shit up. Hold on. I think that was chapter 18. No, no, it wasn't. Wow, I forgot. There it is. Okay. Hold on. Well, since I sort of forgot how to use it, because I basically pushed it out of my head, just ready for the Net Plus. Yeah, I had to look this up myself too for the wild cards because it gets pretty deep in there. Let me look it up on Firefox. I was supposed to write that shit down too. I'm surprised it didn't. Okay, CMD. All right. Let me add a. Is it? Hold on. That okay. Yeah. So the asterisk. Um. Basically, you can look for different files that have like you could say this keyword in it. Um. So I'm still trying to. I don't. I really don't know what I have on this drive. Cause I know what I have, but let me do a search or something. 'Cause I don't know what's gonna pop up. Maybe let me check my name. Hopefully it's not expensive. What is it? Okay. I cannot believe I have a brain fart again. I hate when this happens. What? Man? Yeah, I'm using the proper hmm. Oh, duh, idiot. Let's see. Okay. Um. Someone actually have. This is gonna be hard. But yeah, I'll send some this link to you too. I have to get used to using command prompt again. There you go. That's pretty much it. I sent the link to you. And I did write it down. Cool. Maybe it's forgotten it. Like everything else. That means I need sleep. Okay. Oh, that's over with. Oh, but yeah. For the. I was thinking. Okay. Yeah, it was only the asterisk. I thought this the question mark was there too, but no, it's the asterisk. All right. Where do you go to view files and directories in Windows OS? Uh, What did I not write? E. Okay. Yep. In Windows 7, if you wanted to change, add, or delete software, which function would you use within the control panel? Oh, are you serious? I didn't charge it? Okay. Oh, this is my book. That was that chapter 14. It doesn't take that long to load a PDF I've already opened before, sir. Okay. Oh, okay. Nope. So, oh shit. Oh yeah, this is Windows 10. It shouldn't be any different. I think it's under program features. Yeah, so that um show it on here. That window capture new CP. Here it goes. My control pad. Are you serious? Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, now it's under this programs itself, but from I bet it's yep, it's showing two things at the same time. Great. Oh, there it is. I'm having a big old brain fart. Let me like this. Yeah, programs and features. Yeah. Are you mainly using how does it do that? Are you mainly using Windows 10 when you're at school? Because if they have a workstation that has Windows 7, I was just like using that as much as you can because between Windows 10, what I've learned, and also Windows 7, which I kind of forgot how to navigate as well. Okay, if you can, just stick to Windows 7 at that point because I can locate. Oh, okay, yeah, use as much as you can because they not move some things around, but how they label them from Windows 10 to Windows 7, it's not different, but it's of course it's not this um it's not the same. Yeah. So even how I thought the sometimes even with the Windows security um it's not Defender anymore because they changed the name. Yeah. So navigating between the two and remembering that one is more one test focus on one and of course the newer one focuses on 10. That's kind of like messed me up too, like when studying. So I didn't lab in 7 like I don't know how much I was supposed to. So yeah, don't make the same mistake that I did. So I'll delete that. Yep. Okay. If you want to change display options, which function do you use within the control panel? You get called to a job site where a user is reporting that he is getting an error. You arrive and discover that the error is saying an error occurred while attempting to read and boot the configuration data. Which command should you run from the recovery console? This is one of the I typed in the wrong command. It kept on giving me command's not valid or something during the PBQ. Yeah. So I would have gotten, maybe if I got those other two PBQs right, I would have got a 790 on the 902. But yeah, because I blanked out during the test. Oh, and even before it, I had like an interview for some job, and I didn't think it was gonna like take 3 hours for them to get to me. Like they only had one person interviewing everyone. It's 3 hours for me to leave, like to get interviewed and just leave. I didn't get the job either, so I wasted my time. Yeah. Mhm. Yup. So between me like being annoyed and being tired, I'm just sitting at this stupid chair. Yeah, I blanked out on what command to use. I'm like, why is it not working? Where can you edit your settings for each hardware component in Windows? Yep, I've had some issues with my like my NIC powering off, the network interface card, because I have my computer set to like a power saver mode, whatever you want to call it. So like whenever I put my computer to sleep, like for some odd hours, like maybe for a day or two, I'm on computer, and then I boot it up again, like the NIC just like this is just off, like it's powered down. So I had to go into device manager, look for it, disable it, and then re-enable it to get it to power on. But like that's one of the things where power saver does. Like whatever you're not using, it basically cuts the power to something, of course, to conserve energy. Yeah, if you see that problem, if it's on power saver mode, just go into device manager and like just disable it, enable it again. That usually solves that problem. What tool can be used to transfer files, folders, and some settings before an upgrade? Oh, okay. Yep. Which what switch do you add to the command X copy to copy both directories and subdirectories? Even when they're empty or have something in them? Oh no, no, no. Okay. Oh, both. Okay, and empty ones too. Okay, because S isn't there. All right. Oh, F. Okay. Yeah. Nope. That displays the full source. but it's actually E. Wait, did you say F? What? What did you say? Hmm. Did you mean? Cause he typed D first. No, that was a different question. Yeah, but it's not. It's actually E. Um, let me open. It should show, and it doesn't show the common file that I opened up because this is the greatest. Hold on, let me show you. Bruh, it's a PDF, dude. Ugh, I need an SSD. Swear to God, I need an SSD. Dude! Why did I do that? That was clearly the wrong one. Bruh! Okay. Hold on. Ugh! PDF. Where? Are you serious? I cannot. I cannot. Bro, I'm tired. I wanna go to bed. Already. Let's see. Settings. Why is it not showing Adobe? Or maybe I'm having a brain fart again. You know what? That might. Why is Windows News open? Why is it open? Whoops. But yeah, whatever. Fuck it. I'll just send you the screenshot of it from my book to a capture of it or something. Dude, God. Yeah, I posted in the DM. Yeah, so E is basically copy the all source folders and subdirectory no directories and subdirectories, even empty ones. Whereas I think S doesn't include empty ones. Which feature was introduced in Windows Vista to provide greater control over any system changes? Excuse me. Yep. Which of the following is okay? It's showing the right stuff. All right, making sure. Which of the following file properties was introduced in the NTFS? The new technology file system. Indexing, read-only attribute, hidden attribute, extremely large file size. Just looking at it. Wow. Idiot. Okay. B? Okay. Nope. So, from what I remember, I think Fat 32 they offered well larger partitions, but let's see in my notes. Why is it? Let's see, because I skipped on my notes and I wasn't supposed to, and I still did it anyway. Okay, so from the book introduced along with Windows NT, NTFS was available with all current versions of Windows. It's more, it's a much more advanced file system. Includes features of individual file security and compression, as well as support for extremely large file sizes. Why did I not write that down? God, idiot. Yeah, large file size. Don't skip over everything when you're writing down notes. I had to learn this the hard way. Which of the following menus do you enable to show in files and folders? This I know how to do this like just by doing it, but explaining it in like well answering the question in the question form, it's complicated because I know how to do it, but this is dumb. Let me see. Cause nowhere to go, and usually it's under view. Well, the newer one, come on, move. Jeez. Yeah, so I know. Well, for the Windows 10, it's under view, and you would check to see hidden items. But of course, it's not Windows 10. It's Windows Vista 7 and 8. So yeah, are you saying D? Okay. Yep. Well, for the 1000 series, it's under view. Yeah. Which of the following cannot be upgraded to Windows Vista? I want Vista anyway. 32 XP. I know it suck. What? That's wrong one. So I think it's home. Wow. 32. What? Wow. What? Oh, whatever. To back up Windows configuration settings, you need to do a setup Or what type of configuration for your backups? Yeah, same thing I said. So I created them. Well, I'll tell you this right now. You won't get that many questions asking oh, what can be upgraded into what? You won't get that many. I think I got a total of two for the whole test. But a lot of them of the questions were focused on basic security measures, um operational measures, that kind of thing. It rarely focused on what can be upgraded into what. You might not have that many. A file created in Microsoft Word 2007 and newer will have updates of what have extensions of what. I need another iced coffee. Oh, we said A. Come on to choose A. Yeah. Well, learn it, but like don't focus on it. Yeah, don't focus on it. Like I said before, remember the 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 I'm sorry. I really do need that coffee. Remember the the boot manager the command things you need to put in there and whatnot to run the repair. Um, learn well learn how to do the email configuration. How based on of the email server login information and whatnot. Learn how to just plug that in. That was one of the PBQs I had to do. And let me see. Get familiar with administrative tools in Windows 7, like where they are. Like don't type it in the run bar or like a search bar of the start menu. Actually like learn where they are via folder. Yeah, that was one of them. Yeah, but me not using Windows 7 as much as I should have been using it. I've somewhat forgotten where things were because been um I've been one if I'm going to be using that often, I usually just like put it on the taskbar, but that's not the right thing to do. Like actually know where to locate it from a start menu. Like if you were going on to someone else's workstation or wherever else, like look for it rather than like just slap it on your taskbar. Like take it off and look for it. The menu bar of an operating system Windows. Yep. What is used in an operating system to designate a shortcut to a program? You better say C. Please say C. What do you use when you want to find all files with specific file extension in Windows? That question we had before, that asterisk is a yep. If you want to configure microphone settings, which function would you use within the control panel? Yep, if you want to change microphone settings, applet, then the recording tab. This enables the user to change advanced microphone settings and designate which one is the default and primary for the system to utilize. What is the difference between sleep mode and hibernate? I'm always been disappointed to find that hibernate was no more in Windows 8 and Windows 10, because that was the main thing that I used for my laptop, which was a Windows 7 system. I could put it on hibernate for that for about an hour, and then I would have more unallocated RAM to use, and that would allow me to have more um RAM for my virtual machine, which I only have 4 gigs on the system, and like that's the limit for 32-bit Windows 7 home premium, which is very disappointing. No, basically, sleep and hibernate. So hibernate basically it essentially turns it off, but it's not um it's not like a shutdown. Yeah. And so the way I would do my like to free up my RAM that I wanted to use, I would go into I think it was processes, like turn a few things off, put it in hibernate, turn it back on. I would have more usable RAM for my virtual machine to function and like my computer not slow down and like and brick itself. Yeah. In the run window, what command would you use to copy files from one location to another? Excuse me. Did I eat anything? I don't remember. No, I just copy. Bcopy doesn't exist. It's actually xcopy. You would run that in the command prompt. Ow. But yeah, just regular copy. Which file extension is used to launch a program from within the Windows OS? Yep, exe. BDI stands for which of the following? C. Yep. Which of the following is not one of the operating system's functions? Oh, yep, C. Windows registry areas are labeled as which of the following? Yep. What is Max Cram supported by Windows 7 Home Premium? Or a 32-bit, it's 4 gig, and for 64-bit, it is. Yep. What is the default text editor available in many Windows operating systems? Yep. What switch do you add to the command X copy to display the information? No, the complete source and destination during the copying process. Yep. The HCl was replaced by the following: the hardware compatibility list. That is. Excuse me. Yep. Which of the following can limit a virtual machine? Is there a delay? Oh. Yep. In contemporary Windows operating systems, where does the delete file go in the graphical user interface? Yep. Cycle bin. Which of the following characters cannot be used in a file name? No. C. Nope. It's B. If you want to change the way your computer connects to the internet, such as options relating to IE, which of the following would you use from within the control panel? Yep. Oh, let me go. You said this one? You wanted to see all the characters that you wanted, that were the reserved characters? Here you go. Yeah, so I have to like flip between like the OBS and the BlueStacks windows because I don't have a dual display. Well, dual display setup. I mean, I could, but I don't feel like getting the monitor. I don't feel like it. I'm tired. And like I didn't think module 6 of my yeah, yep, yeah. Well, no, asterisk and question marks are wild cards. Here we go. Another reminder for another question to do. The same app on my phone. Okay, here we go. Give me the question. Then. If you want me to ask the question, let me do it. Okay, question. Well, this is from my phone. At the network layer, layer 3, your protocol data unit is used. Oh God. Packet. Yep. Got that right. Okay. Oh yeah, because what was it? Yeah, frame was layer 2, bits was layer 1, segments was layer 4. Well, when I was going over for my phone, I got an alert because I get daily alerts to do the daily questions within Pocket Prep on my phone. So that went over a question that uh when I learned a bit more in my Network Plus studies. So you'll have fun with that. Which what switch do you add to Command X copy to copy files that have been marked as archived? Excuse me. Yeah, you're working on that customer's computer and application becomes responsive. Too many times, even at work, where workstations, of course, they were Windows based, and out of nowhere, it stopped working. I'm like, are you serious? Like in the middle of a transaction? Really? So, like I'm balls deep, basically about to swipe the card to run the money to our system and basically get the stuff paid for, and it just stops. Yeah. Yep. Too many times. Too many. How many components does the Windows window have? Yeah. It's 7. Like I don't really pay attention to the number, but I know like what it consists of. If it's missing something, there's a problem. But yeah, it's 7. So it's by maximize and minimize restore buttons. Was that kind of 2 or 1? I don't know. Was that 1, 2, 3? 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Yeah. What does it mean? What is the name indicating the means of by which the user interacts with an OS through the use of interactive images? B. Yep. You're on site with on site of the client installing Windows 8.1. Why would you do that on a system? You discover that the laptop contains a solid state drive instead of a hard disk drive. Which of the following which can be used to reduce the write-up operations performed in the in the installation and optimize Windows installation for use on an SSD? Nope, this one. Yeah. So also you don't want to with an SSD you don't ever want to use the well, defragmentation like oh I hate these. I don't know why I left my window open last night. God, stop goddamn bugs. Yeah, don't ever use this the defrag. There's yeah, basically this. Um, read alongside your studies at your school. If you can get a hold of Mike Myers' book, get that. And also I read this one like back and forth, and also did some online research as well in case of the wild cards. Wanted to see you know how they were exactly using the syntax of it. But yeah, these practice questions um oh, excuse me um they mention the the book that I'm using right now, well that I use the complete study guide via Cybex. Some of these questions are directly pulled from the book, but a lot of the questions are based on the reading material in the book as well. Yeah. How many areas are in a Windows registry? That's from my notes from Netflix. Where are my other notes? There they go. I think when they asked this, how many hives are there? Yeah, I think that's what it's asking. How many hives are within Windows registry? Yep. Did I skip one? Oh, it is. Windows has consistently featured a personalized set of colors and backgrounds that can be set by the user. User known as what? Mm-hmm. Bro. Actually, it's D. I'm sorry. The control box menu on a window is located in what area? And I never knew the that was actually called that. I knew it was B. Yeah. So that's really dumb, in my opinion. Uh, in a window. Let me open something. Dude, no, no. Okay. Yeah. Where is it? I'll be dumb for a second. Okay. Yeah. Mhm. Me too. Same. Why is it not showing everything? Is it because it's dumb, like me? Why is it not showing the whole thing? That's dumb. Come on. Well, it's supposed to show the whole window and not just the text area because yeah, apparently that's what it's called, the control box. You think these components of a regular old Windows window has a name to it, but it does. And there I go, deleting that. Don't no delete it, idiot. Come on, dude. Okay. Okay. Yup. Which is really dumb. I don't get it. But yeah. I'm not gonna say anything else. Windows 8.1 requires a minimum of how much RAM? Uh, yeah, the minimum. I know the 64-bit needs like 2 gig and 2 gigs of RAM and 20 gigs of minimum hard drive space. That's one of the confusing things because of course there's two iterations, either the 64-bit or the 32-bit. They don't really say which one they're referring to, but yeah. Well, file system is used to provide security and permissions for your Windows file. Oh, B. Yep. What is the name of the specified network configuration introduced in Windows 7? Ow! Hmm. Oh, C. Mm-hmm. EXT means exit. Duh. You're wrong. If you want to review CPU usage for a specific program, what tab do you use in the task manager? Ow. USC stands for what and does what? No, I don't want to open board view. No. Oh shit. Man. Yep. Oh great. Here we go. Here we go. Yep. When an OS switches process away from a program that is frozen to another program that is active, that is referred to as which of the following? Mm-hmm. Windows 64-bit, well 7 requires a minimum of how much RAM? Nope. 2. So typically with 7 and 8 for 64-bit requires 2 gigs. I think it's the same regarding the hard drive as well. A minimum of 20 gig capacity. I think that's for both of them. I know Windows 8 requires that. Oh, yep. Okay. What is a version of Windows 8 written for the mobile ARM processor? And I wanted to know what ARM meant. I think even goes if it shows what ARM means. It's a piece of shit tablet. Well, it worked. Well, essentially that tablet I have is just a PDF viewer. That's all that it serves. No other purpose. And why did I lose those notes again? Like an idiot. Come on, man. What is wrong with me? Oh, duh. Okay. Yeah, so ARM. When I write it, this is great. I'm the best. I am the best. I don't know where I write shit at. Really? Oh, okay. Advanced risk machine. RISC. Don't know what risk means, but I don't really care. All I know is that a piece of shit. Yep. B. That's a waste of money. HCL stands for what? Oh, here goes the mess again. No, it's B, of course. Using NTFS, word and imaging, well, image bitmaps can be compressed to what size? I think it's like what was it? Okay, it was 20%. Okay, I'm on crap. Let's flag it. Oh, oh, okay, okay. I read it wrong. Yeah, 20% of the original size. It compresses up to 80%. Well, that ain't true. Because even when I try to send files to you that are somewhat large, it's still even on the 8 megabit file size limit. No, even if a file that I think is gonna fit, no. That's why I have to send you those links to my OneDrive just even send you something really and truly. It's like the easiest way. Oh, and did you download those videos yet? Cause the OneDrive limit is not 15 gigs. It's actually 5. So they're still there if you haven't downloaded them yet. But I kind of suggest you do. In order to evaluate a computer's current status, what program should you run? Current status of what? Ow! Is it MSC? MCS. Fuck, I forgot what it was. I'll figure it out later. I'm tired. What feature designed by Windows allows for easy patching of Windows OS? Oh, I haven't updated my system yet. Wait, did I? I don't remember. Settings! Dude, come on. God. Bruh. I fucking hate this computer. I'm gonna blow it up. God. I didn't update it. ATL. Really? Yep. What utility in the control panel lets you upgrade your hardware drivers? Mhm. What's the oldest version of Windows that can be upgraded to 8.1? Did you say C? Oh shit. Well, whatever. Oh, the minute's off. Never mind. What is it? That's much I don't care about Windows 8. I don't care. So yeah, Windows 7. Which of the following is not an option for Windows Update configuration? Do this one. B. I hate this delay. Read. Hold. Yeah, it's there can't be that much of a delay. That really can't be. If you want to change the way files display, even which files display Windows Explorer, then which function would you use from within the control panel? Which of the following is the main function of a screensaver? Yep. A virtual machine is manager is also known as what? Oh, I'm sorry. Yep. PM stands for the following. It's vector memory, by the way. Requires minimum of what processor clock speed. Mm-hmm. What do we call an ability of a program that makes several different requests of the CPU at the same time? Why is my I turned autoplay off. That's why. Great. And now when I'm on my phone, I can't turn it back on. Wonderful. The wonders of the YouTube app. So good. The best app ever. Same features and functionalities as the website. So much that I can't find. Switch for it. Great. Yep. You ever perform regular maintenance on workstations, cleaning the files? You want to ensure the data is properly compacted and improved free space on the drive. Which utilities? Ow. Would you use? Mm-hmm. Yours, working with the president of one of the clients. His workforce consists of a team that travels very frequently and prefers to use workstations on site. He is concerned with security and access to internal network resources, so he wants a standardized image deployed to the team, which is the best option for his situation. Excuse me. Mm-hmm. Yep. A Windows taskbar can usually be relocated to all except which of the following locations. B? B or C? Because I know they're in B is in the middle of both keys. So which one? Mhm. You are working with a customer who has reported an issue with a graphics card you just purchased, decides to install it but does not appear to be working. What utility in Windows would you use to investigate the hardware? Yep. What feature was introduced with Windows Vista that provided more granular control over the system, with prompting for all system changes? F. Yep. User reports they're having issues with several programs on their 8.1. They go away and appears rather slow. You investigate the system and confirm the claims. The user states they haven't backed up their files recently. Which of the following would be best in this certain situation? Wow. Oh, sorry. Yep. Yeah, so for my notes, the refresh keeps all personal file settings, default apps, and those installed from the Windows Store. The reset deletes all but default apps, and restoring allows you to just undo recent system changes. You're working with a customer and are concerned that some of the Windows files are corrupted as random errors and warnings keep appearing. You can't currently reinstall the operating system, so which utility? Oh, so which would provide an area to start with? Mm-hmm. Ow. The virtual machine requires the motherboard to contain specific functions to support the creation of a virtual machine. What is that called? Oh, what is it called of the what? It is called which of the following? Wow. Oh. Mhm. If you want administrative control over a computer, which function would you use within a control panel? Mhm. Which of the following is not a typical window out component? No. Mhm. You'll work with a customer who needs assistance sorting all files on a Windows computer. She tells you that she has several different folders to sort and organize the files. She would like to have one main location to see all documents at once. Yep. Which of the following is a valid Windows registry area? Wait, are you saying B? Yeah. You're on site of the customer and he asks you if he can upgrade to Windows 8.1. Why? Why would you do that? You begin investigating the system and find out that he only has 100 megabytes hard drive and 60 bytes of RAM. What should he Excuse me. Wait, I thought I picked one from my Harris. Oh, no! Come on! Jeez. Nope. Because it has requirements to run the 64-bit with no problem at all based on the hardware. Because remember the minimum is like 2 gigs of RAM and like 20 gigs of hard drive space. So him wanting to upgrade, he just needs a license and to back up his data. Because yeah, his hard drive is fine. He doesn't need to upgrade it. It's totally fine. So just purchase the data, well, purchase the license, back up the data, upgrade the computer. We kind of talked about that one already. Yep. What is the name of the program that allows the OS to communicate with a hardware device? Mm-hmm. We just had this question already. Yep. You arrive on site at a customer location, discover they are using a Windows 10 PC. You need to review the shared network device on the computer in the previous version of Windows. The interface was referred to as Windows Explorer. In 8.1 and 10, it was renamed to. You are on site working with a server problem for a customer. The display attached to the server is not displaying a picture. Ow! However, it is available on the network and responding to traffic. Which of the following tools would you remotely access the server over the network with a username and password combination? Yeah, that's the other like a name for remote. Well, for the RDP, pretty much. Yeah, Microsoft Terminal Service Client. Well, it uses the RDP protocol to function. Yeah. What is shortcut to the task manager? You said C? Okay. Nope. Control Shift Escape. What is the minimum CPU requirement for Windows 8 or 8.1? Now, again, sometimes these questions, I don't know if they're referring to a 32-bit or 64-bit. Here we go again. Board view. Yup, sure did. Okay. Yeah. Where's the following can be upgraded to Windows 8.1 or yeah 8.1 Enterprise. Mhm. Basically, it's asking which of the hives of these lists don't exist. Remembering the hives always got me because it's 5 minutes and they all look alike to a degree. So I'll sometimes like flip back to it to remind myself of which ones are real and which ones are fake. F and G. Mhm. Customer calls the help desk and is interested in having their files synced across the computer and the cloud. You discover that they're using Windows 10 and Windows 10, Windows, Microsoft. Wow, Microsoft account. What service? Well, what is Microsoft's cloud service name? Mhm. If you wanted to add new hardware to your computer, which function would you use from the control panel? You say beef? Or is that from the previous question? Oh, okay. Nope, add hardware. I'm still 81%. Okay. Yeah, so I have the video being saved to my YouTube account. So I'm gonna review how drastic the delay is. So I don't think it's gonna be that bad. Yeah, if you wanna continue tomorrow with the acronyms, we can do that. Okay. That list is hard, by the way. The list is pretty difficult. I'm actually I was just doing it anyway. But yeah, it's hard. But if you get something wrong, um, just write it down, like make a note of it. Like it'll show you when you're done, like which questions you got wrong. But sometimes they'll give you the description of why the answer is either correct or incorrect. But if it doesn't show, then it's best like to look it up. There was a site that I was using that would recognize the acronyms and then like give you the correct terminology and also what it was used for, and like what it pertained to, and that kind of stuff. Yeah, so I highly suggest using like taking the acronym test. Okay. Well, so whenever you're free tomorrow, if you are free tomorrow, we'll just go ahead and knock it out. It should maybe at the most take an hour. I did it during a whole show of Law and Order. All right, take care and good luck on Tuesday. Don't mess up on the boot manager record recovery shit like I did. Don't forget it.